G'day, Damon here for Automotive Superstore. If you're shopping right now for a brand new CarPlay or Android Auto head unit for your car and you haven't got one yet, you might be a bit unsure as to what's going to fit. Do you need a traditional doubled-in style? Can you fit one of these floating screen styles? Or does one of the new trapezoidal style screens fit your car? And really, what's the difference between them? That's what this video is all about. Let's go through it. So let's start off with doubled in because it's the most commonly available unit on the market. It's like this one here from Kenwood. It's going to be a 6.8 or a 7-inch touchscreen. And to work out whether your car suits doubled in or not, just put your registration details into our website, select your vehicle from the list, and then navigate to head unit installation kits. If there's a fascia kit and wiring harness kit available for your car, that simply means doubled in is going to work for you. Now, it might also mean that a singled-in floating screen may work in your application, but I'll talk a bit more about that in a moment. For doubled-in, it's a fairly straightforward installation process. Either the unit itself is going to mount to brackets that come in the kit and mount into the dash, and then the fascia kit clips over the top, or the unit mounts to the fascia kit and then it all plugs onto the dashboard. Either way, it's a fairly straightforward process. It's very simple and plug and play for most vehicles. We've done a DIY video on this, so have a look for that on our YouTube channel. You'll also find a couple of what's called 200mm doubled-in head units on our website. Now they're for the BRZ and a host of Toyota vehicles that have that 200mm wide aperture in the dashboard. The thing is, you're not specifically limited to those few units if you've got one of those vehicles. You can actually use any double-in head unit. You just need to pick up one of AirPro's little infiller panels they make, and they're called the ATB2 or ATB2 GB for gloss black. They're cheap and they allow you to use any double-in head unit in any of those vehicles. So next up, let's talk about floating screens. Now they all come with a singled-in chassis, and the screen bolts to the front of that through a bracket that allows the screen to move up and down, to angle backwards and forwards, or even in some cases you can get some that will allow an angle towards the driver. Now they come in 9 and 10 and 11-inch sizes, which is awesome, especially if they've got a large vehicle like a big dual cab. It's got to be mindful though that the 11-inch ones in particular are huge, and you've got dash vents, aircon controls, other secondary displays that they might get obstructed by the screen, they're so large. So think about that when you're selecting your screen. Think about your dashboard and make sure that that stuff isn't obstructed while you're driving. From an installation standpoint, they work exactly the same as the doubled-in. The only difference is you might need to pick up a DIN pocket to make sure that you've got that gap filled in. In some cases though, you can actually mount the screen very close to the dashboard, and if it suits being mounted in the center, it might hide that hole in any case. So the third type of mounting system on the market is a new category. It's called the Trapezoid category, or the fixed trapezoid screen. There's only two available at the moment, one from Kenwood, this one here, and then one from Pioneer, but we know there's more coming shortly. Here is how they mount. It's different. They don't have a DIN cage. They cannot be mounted in a DIN mounting system. And so that's really important. It's important you don't mix these up with floating screens. Here's one here. You can see it's flush mount into this fascia. You can also see that there's no DIN mounting system for these. It's just mounted with 4 screws into the back of the fascia. They're ultra low profile and slim. The important thing is you take your vehicle details, you plug them into our website. Again, navigate to head unit installation kits. And if there's a specific fascia kit for these units for your car, then you're good to go. You can choose one. Some cars can actually suit both these and DIN, and you'll find that there's multiple fascia kits available for you. Lucky you, that means you've just got a choice of every unit that's on the market. So hopefully this guide's been helpful for you to find out which one of these types of units is going to fit your specific application. There'll be a link down below that'll take you through to our website where you'll find a smoking deal on whichever one you choose. While you're down there, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.